All right. So we're going to go over just a couple of additional online resources to help us kind of take a look at other perspectives on revising our work. And something to keep in mind is that revising is more than just proofreading. So if we take a look at Purdue OWL, their online writing lab, they actually offer quite a few resources right here for the proofreading process. And they go over steps for revising a paper. And I like this source because they break it down fairly easily for people. So you can almost use this as a checklist. As you're going through your own paper, make sure that you can identify your main point. Make sure that someone could identify your purpose, evaluate the evidence or the details that you've included, and save only the good pieces. That can be very hard, cutting out pieces that might not contribute to our main point or our purpose there. And tighten and cleaning up the language, that goes along with the proofreading. And so does looking for mistakes in grammar. And then kind of switch your mentality and read your paper again as though it were someone else's. Try to take a look at it from a different perspective. So again, I like Purdue because you can use their lab almost as a checklist there as you go through. Purdue also offers what they call higher order concerns and lower order concerns. And this page here basically breaks down what things are major structural issues. So do you have a central thesis? Can you really identify your audience and purpose, and really looking at the organization of your paper? Those are higher level areas. Once those are in place, that's when you kind of take a look at those lower level concerns. So things like sentence structure, punctuation, word choice, and spelling, those are things that you can easily find when proofreading. But if you're still missing keys in organization and focus, then there's really no need to start the proofreading yet because you don't have the essentials of the essay in place. So that's also on Purdue's OWL site. And finally, this one here I like from the University of North Carolina. It's not as viewer friendly as some of the Purdue ones. It can be a bit overwhelming just because there is so much text. But what I like is that they present it in the format of frequently asked questions. And these are questions that I think many of us have asked ourselves, or at least thought about when our professors are talking to us about proofreading and revising. And maybe we were too afraid to raise our hand and say anything. But things like, what steps would I even take? How often do we really ask people that question? And then down here, there are a couple that I really like, because how many times have we thought this? I don't want to rewrite my whole paper. And you really don't have to in revision. You're looking for ways to improve it, not necessarily start from scratch. This I love too, because I thought I could just revise in a few minutes. Make sure you set aside enough time to do this. And many people think that they revise as they go, but that's really not much of a revision. That's still part of a draft. So looking over these three, I will also post links to these in our announcement, and you're welcome to browse through them, and hopefully they'll help you throughout your revisions this week.